I mean, when I was just a young pup getting into the space, I, I and it's probably applicable to most people getting into the space. Obviously, you're going to lean to be a little bit more technical
Hmm.
compared to other professions.
Hmm.
Even as like a data analyst compared
Hmm.
to a data scientist or a data
Hmm.
engineer, even the
Hmm.
most basic of data scientists,
Hmm.
they they're a little bit technical, right?
Hmm.
Whether it's
Hmm.
JavaScript or
Hmm.
SQL or
Hmm.
Python.
Hmm.
But I mean, even something like Excel, right? You got to be a little bit
Hmm.
technical.
Hmm.
And so I think you have to kind of shift that mindset of, I need to be the most technical to grow in
Hmm.
the company and be the best
Hmm.
at my job.
Hmm.
There's just, that was probably applicable a few years ago. And I think I
Hmm.
contribute much of my success and being able to grow, in the agency that I was at,
Hmm.
from, an analyst to a senior director. I think, or especially early on, a lot of it was contributed to the fact that I was pretty good technically.
Hmm.
But, with the advancements of AI,
Hmm.
that's
Hmm.
not necessarily needed anymore.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I think now, right, AI is democratizing,
Access.
more
Yeah.
so. It's democratizing a lot of things, but it's democratizing the how, right? Like, how do I get there?
Hmm. Hmm.
So I think the focus needs to be more on the why.
Hmm.
And then it also obviously helps to have a good understanding of what all of those different functions, even the ones that you mentioned, right? Software engineer, data analyst, data scientist. It obviously helps to kind of see the big picture and
Hmm.
understand how all of
Hmm.
those are connected.
Hmm.
But I
Hmm.
mean, like if I had to make one statement, it's really just focusing on like what's the value add that you bring to the organization. It's not the fact that you're the best coder, right? Like
Hmm.
ChatGPT
Hmm.
democratizes all of
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
Everyone really is the same kind of coder. You just have to know what to ask.
Yeah.
And so really it's being able to ask the right questions,
Hmm.
whether
Hmm.
it's asking a question to someone that you work with or asking a question to an AI bot.
Hmm.
And that really comes with experience, right? Someone comes to you and says, "Hey, can you figure out why sales are down?"
Hmm.
You can't just go to Chat GPT and say, "Hey, why our sales are down?" You have to have some sort of domain knowledge of the
Yeah.
business, right? You
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
understand segmentation. You have to
Yeah.
understand these kind of basic principles of data
Hmm.
analysis or
Hmm.
whatever it is,
Hmm.
software engineering. And so and I think, if I think that there's also more of a big opportunity just with the advancements in AI and automation. It really should be a shift. If you are looking to focus on something, I probably recommend focusing not so much on reactive types of analysis, right?
Hmm.
More so like what's about to come. So focusing more on like the predictive analytics. I think that there's a big opportunity there to
Hmm.
grow. And I think that's still, even with all the AI and automation that's out there, I think that's a big opportunity that's going to grow, a big niche here in the next few years.